Everyone Loves Preston is taped in front of a live studio audience.
Preston,
hey guys, what's up?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good.
What's the haps?
What happened to your third wheel?
I don't know.
He went to Wawa to get some food.
Oh, fuck. Is he getting us food?
No.
What kind of intern is he?
You take the cat too?
You don't even want to know what he did to the cat, bro. You don't even want to know.
I don't. You're right, I don't.
We'll have PETA all over us. Oh, who needs that? What's going on, Preston? How's sunny Phoenix, Arizona?
You know, Phoenix is sunny to the fact that we're going to get 100 degrees again this weekend. I'm super pissed.
Holy shit.
It's October. This shit should go away by now.
When does it finally do that? Oh, it should be gone by now?
It should. The temperature should be coming back down, like, 90s, 80s, things that are totally livable.
That's
but
still
this
sick.
hot shit can go away.
Fuck. What are we, like 50 right now?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, it was like 50, like yesterday, the other morning when I got up for work. It was 50, whatever the fuck it was, a day or two ago. It's chilly out here. It's too chilly.
Chilly.
Fuck. God damn it. What else is going on? Your arm's all better?
And my arm is looking great.
That's
I
amazing.
still have a I'll send you a pic here in a bit.
Do you still have like
I still have
mark?
It's a permanent bruise, and that tire mark is probably going to be in my arm for forever.
Dude,
so
you should get that like tatted. You should get it tatted like over like tire marks. That would be fucking awesome. That would be pretty gnarly. You'd be like, I really got fucking ran over on this arm. Like,
well, I could see if I can get a sponsor, either like BF Goodrich or Michelin or some shit to pay for the tattoo on my arm.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, would it be white walls? Yeah, you can't get a white wall.
And like you could make up this whole BS story how like that changed your life forever, and that's why you got it tattooed on your arm.
That's right.
So you're now a better man because of it.
You should name that arm Carl. Carl. Like, you'd be like, you get it? It's this arm's name is Carl.
Good.
like car.
It'd be like Kal-El, but it'll be Carl.
Carl.
Carell, Steve Carell. Just name your arm Steve Carell. That's what you could do. You can start booking shows as Steve Carell.
Correct. Right.
You can do that in the Congo.
When I walk up, hey everybody, you're like, who the hell is this guy?
You can do it in the Congo because, like, what was it last week? Our Facebook video, it got shut down in everywhere except the Congo because of copyright. Some song we played, I guess, on one of our breaks. So
nice.
The Congo doesn't care about stealing identities. I was gonna book Slim as Tom Petty in the Congo coming up. They don't know no different.
Did you have a premonition? Did you have a premonition about that?
He's gonna go out as dead Petty. Dead Petty. Yeah, the Dead Pettysons.
Well, we just found out from our Sleepy Lucas just told us from our sleepy friend on break that apparently Tom Petty that he died and then they brought him back to life and he died again.
I think that would be so horrible.
So Slim's,
good, I'm finally dead. Oh, wait.
Slim's got to redo.
Again. Damn it.
Slim's got to redo it as, like, brain dead Tom Petty later. Yeah. Later in the show, he's going to redo the karaoke.
Yeah, because he said when they resurrected him, they brought him back to life, but he was brain dead.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Dude, that would just suck, man.
Yeah.
I mean, why does your family hate you that much to bring you back and then there's like nothing left? Oh, I guess we should finally pull the plug.
Fuck.
If I'm gone, just let me be gone.
They should just do Weekend at Petty's. They should have kept him on brain support, life support, and like wheeled him out and just played his songs while he was on stage.
Right.
Preston, do you have any Wednesday thoughts for us?
I do.
Cool. I forgot to ask you, so I didn't know if it would be.
No, I did. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the guy on Craigslist who sold me a car. Too bad it wasn't his to sell me. Oh, hey. How about to all those women who don't wear bras, but probably really should? You know what I'm saying? Or how about to that friend of yours that you work with that is totally the reason for all the company warning signs? You know what I'm talking about.
Slim.
Yeah.
Or how about to the girls who wear those open-toed shoes but their feet are really ugly?
I'm saying,
look, ladies, look, it's wintertime. Just put some shoes on. Put some real closed-toed shoes on.
I'm saying knees, bro. All the girls that wear skirts, but their knees are so beat up looking. Like, if you look, like, I've looked, like, look at every chick wearing a skirt, dude, and they got the knobbiest, ugliest knees. Like, somebody needs to tell them. Like, maybe they're great looking gals, but the knees are just all jacked up. Like, somebody needs to knee shame these broads.
Knee shame.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna start knee shaming some broads. I never even noticed that, but now it's gonna be like the first thing I fucking look
like,
at.
Take a look, man. It's like, oh god, just fucking cover your knees. That should be like the Arabs' new thing. Yeah, they're allowed to drive, but cover you. Well, they have to cover everything. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody needs to take up knee covering. Maybe Trump. Maybe Trump can put that into action. Just cover your knees.
Make knees great again.
Oh, they have to be like doctor approved if you want to show your knees. They got to be cute.
Right.
They can't be all like bones fucking knobbing out and shit. It's terrible. I'm sorry, Preston. Was there any more? Did I cut you off?
I got one more, and that's for those, because it's Wednesday, and probably some of the listeners have probably done this. When you get a good night's sleep and you sleep in the morning, although your alarm should have gone off 30 minutes ago, when you do that panic shower, like, oh, shit, and you're running around. Oh, my God. You're half dressed in the car, driving to work, shit. That's always fun. That's a panic going to work is always fun.
Oh, I hate that. Fucking kids.
Because then you wake up and your eyes are like, what time is it? And you go, no way. Oh, son of a... And you jump out, and you...
Sometimes I just, even if I take a nap in the afternoon, I wake up panicked. It's the fucking weirdest thing. Like, it sucks. Like, one night last week, I couldn't sleep at all. I couldn't sleep at all that night.
I love naps in the afternoon. And you should have people, you should take a poll. You should put up a Twitter poll and say, who was taking naps in the afternoon, yes or no?
We have one now. We have
what
is that one we have now? The Tennessee Log Jammer. So if you want to vote on that, Preston, it's up. It's already up. There were 3. Ryder Doll did a Ryder Reacts tonight for on Urban Dictionary for a term called Tennessee Log Jammer, and there were 3 definitions. So once you listen to that, you can go to our Twitter and vote. You can vote for which one you think is the right one.
What do you think a Tennessee Log Jammer is, Preston?
I don't think I've ever had one. And then I'm not exactly sure at my age if I'd even like one.
I was going to say.
You know?
It depends. It depends.
In my younger days, maybe.
One of them was 2 guys up a ladder pooping on a girl who had her back arched, and the other guy, there's a third guy, like while she's getting pooped on, he's receiving the poop in his mouth. That was the one. The other one was what was it? A guy jamming things up a girl's butthole, a toothless girl's butthole till it impacts. And then the third one was driving with a butt plug so you don't have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And I said I feel like the third one is just to get ready for the first one.
Yeah, because you're saving it up for like a week.
Probably, because you're climbing the ladder. Yeah.
Right? You got to get ready for that fucking ladder.
You got to get ready for that.
So we were trying to figure out how that all works. Like, how do you decide on what ladder to get? Like, who agreed? Like, I don't know. How would you go about doing a Tennessee Log Jammer, Preston? Like, say you, me, and one of Sleepy Lucas, and then we got some chick Joni,
Slim's,
and we'll have the conversation right now, Preston. All right, so we're at the hardware store. So what ladder should I get, Preston?
Ooh. No. See, this is where everybody listening, you go and borrow the neighbor's ladder. Say, hey, can I borrow your ladder? I'll bring it right back.
Yes, I think we're getting a call.
And then you borrow the neighbor, and then you do it on the side of your house in the backyard.
Preston, I think we got a call.
That way you don't use your ladder. Why spend your money when the neighbor already has a ladder? See,
Rob and Slim Show.
That way you can just.
Hello, Rob and Slim Show.
Hi, who's this?
Hello, Preston. I'm
Brian.
You liked the Log Jammer at one time.
No, sir.
No,
sir. That was definitely.
Is this your log jamming, buddy?
For those listening, this is Brian Robb. He's my old roommate and a great friend of mine.
Oh, how you doing, Brian? You guys are roommates.
Absolutely.
We were roommates. We were absolutely great friends.
Nice.
We are great friends.
Okay.
We had this apartment in Fort Wayne, Indiana, right off of, I guess you could call it Northcrest Drive, right by Coldwater. Yeah. And we drank so much alcohol in this apartment. It was copious amounts. I mean, we should all be dead.
And I agree. If you saw Dave's post, if we had cell phones back then, none of us would have lives right now.
That's exactly correct. If all the shit we did back then was ever recorded, it would be horrifying.
So neither of you was like the responsible one. You were both. Like nobody was the Oscar, nobody was Felix. You were both Oscar.
None of us were the responsible one.
I like that. I had a fucking apartment like that.
There was no
once.
responsible person.
we had it. Me and my buddy. We had it till we got evicted. Because, the neighbors did not like us. The neighbors didn't like us.
Well,
the neighbors didn't like us either.
Neighbors didn't like
us.
As a matter
of fact, the neighbors who lived upstairs from us, now we lived in a four complex.
Yeah.
And the neighbors who lived above us were like recluses of some sort. And I remember one night coming home from the bars, and we're sitting in the kitchen. So every apartment is designed exactly the same way. Bedrooms in the back, kitchen in the front. We're sitting in the kitchen, we're talking, and we get the pounding on the floor above us. We're trying to sleep, and Preston yells, "Then don't fucking sleep in your kitchen." He punches the ceiling.
Yes!
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Don't fucking sleep in your kitchen.
Right? And it makes sense.
Is that where it all started for Preston, Brian? Were you then like, you need to be a stand-up comedian?
People have told me this before.
That's amazing. I have a similar story. I had an apartment once, and the guy upstairs was so loud, it sounded like he would just be, I think that's what it was, he would just come in and start dropping his shit everywhere, like his bags and stuff, and I would just pound on the ceiling, like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Well, it happens. There was those small things.
Yeah.
There was a time that I had the morning off, and I was sleeping with my girlfriend, and I swear to God, the upstairs neighbors had this like kid that came in and started tap dancing all over the frickin' apartment. So I got up, and I meant, and everybody listening, I meant to just.
Is that when you did it?
Yes. Yes.
When you put the hole in the ceiling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I punched my right fist through the ceiling.
You slammed the ceiling.
And guess what? They shut up. And then I crawled back in bed, and my girlfriend was like, "What was that?" And I said, "I was just telling the neighbors to be quiet."
You should have punched through and grabbed the kid.
And through the ceiling.
You should have punched through the ceiling, grabbed her, and then swung her around like real violently. Like, stop tap dancing, you little bitch.
So you didn't even tell your girlfriend that you put a hole in the ceiling?
No, I put a hole in the ceiling, and it was exactly the size of my fist. The knuckle outline and everything.
He hit it by putting a washcloth up there. And I didn't notice it for days.
Did you thumbtack it? How did you get the washcloth?
Neither did the landlord. For a couple weeks.
True.
So, I thought you got like your security deposit back.
I never got my security deposit.
I don't think Brian ever got that back.
Preston moved out on me. I got a new roommate.
He did slam. He was Slambo. He slammed on you twice. He punched a hole in the wall and
then just left. Preston is pre-Slambo.
I'm sure that wasn't the only hole in the whole apartment.
Yeah, I know. Wow. I was going to ask what the craziest thing happened living together. I guess that's the one.
No.
We didn't get too wild in that place. We drive around and unfortunately we would
the apartment
be inebriated,
which I don't condone anymore.
Not anymore.
But there were, the strippers weren't at our apartment; they were at the strip club. So we have to go where the strippers were, and that was at the strip club. So rarely anything super wild happened in our apartment, other than just copious amounts of drinking and watching Headbangers Ball on MTV.
Nice.
So then what happened at the strip club?
Ooh.
Well, let me tell you about the strip club. We had a friend.
Brian will tell you about the strip club. Here you go, Brian. Go ahead.
A friend. He only dated strippers or bartenders at strippers. Or servers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And so that's why we hung out at these places all the time. Nothing else, really.
Just for your friend.
Anyway,
wink.
Just for slam.
One of our favorite games was Ditch Your Friend. We would, one person would get up, go to the bathroom. The other person, a couple minutes later, got to go to the bathroom too. The other person would just walk out the door and we'd go to the next strip club and leave somebody there at the bar by themselves.
Nice.
And eventually they'd figure out, I've been fucking ditched, and they would have to come find us. That was a favorite game of mine. Another one was another friend of ours. He wasn't real observant, and we could just take his full glass of beer and swap our almost empty glass of beer with his, and he would just finish off the beer and be like, "Damn, I'm just pounding these down," and we would tell him, "Yeah, it's your time to buy the pitcher."
I like that.
And then we started over again.
That's amazing.
So that was a good time. Of course, I want to bring up Sean.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Preston sets me up with a blind date with this gal, pretty gal, and during this blind date, it was a double date with him and his girlfriend. She tells me every single detail about her boyfriend. Every single detail.
Do you remember her name? I remember her name. Do you remember her name?
It was Cerinthia.
Yes. Her name sounded like a social disease.
She tells me all about where he works, where he lives, what he drives. He works at the mall in our town. So I'm walking through the mall. I see this guy, and I say, "Hey, that's Sean." So I say, "Hey, Sean, you're Dick." And I just keep walking. And it got popular. All our other friends would walk by. Sean's a dick, as they would walk by. But my favorite time was one day we walked by. Sean's not working. So Preston says, "Hang on a second." He walks into the store. He says, "Is Sean here today?" And they said, "No, he's off today." He says, "Excuse me, could I have a piece of paper and a pen?" And he writes a note. "Dear Sean, you don't know us, but I just wanted to let you know, you're Dick, the guys." Staples a note, writes Sean, and says, "Can you make sure he gets this?"
Thank God that wasn't on Twitter. Because I did that to a guy on Twitter.
Who we are.
So wait, so Preston, you set Brian up with a
girl that had
a boyfriend?
She supposedly was breaking up with him, but apparently had second thoughts before the date. But she still went on the date. I mean, got a free meal out of it, I guess.
Why wouldn't you? Exactly. Why wouldn't you?
Brian, did you at least get like a blowjob or anything out of it?
A handy, a blowy?
No, I got a thanks for the good time. Bye. At the end of the day.
And an ongoing joke that would last forever.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Right. Actually, I think it was more rewarding. I mean, we did this for months. For this guy.
Amazing.
There was one time
we tormented this guy for at least a year.
They pulled the gates down. You know the mall gates that they bring down?
Yeah.
You know, and I happened to be walking by that time, and I get the Sean's the Dick thing out to him, and he's like, "Who are you? Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Because you're a dick." And I just walk away.
That's great. We got to go find him now. What mall does he work at? Mall of America.
Well, it's not there anymore. Hopefully he doesn't know this show because, you know, it'll track me down.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know.
Do you guys still hang out?
Let me tell you about one other story.
Yes.
Can I tell you another story?
Absolutely.
I want to tell you about street sign thieves.
Oh, okay.
So I had to work late this night, so I wasn't with these guys. And I'm getting this, secondhand, but I'm going to say this is probably pretty clear. But, guys like to have those street signs above their bed or in their bedroom with their name on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently these 3 friends of mine decided this would be pretty cool. Let's go out, get a street sign with their name on it. And so they find out where it's at. They go to the once again, no Google Maps or anything. They had to actually use a real map.
Yeah.
And they go out.
Oh, yeah.
2 guys jump out, wiggle the sign, post back and forth, get it up out of the ground, get it down to the ground, and then realize they don't have the right tools to get the sign off of the post. So, I don't live very far from here, one guy says. They run back to his house, grab the tools, come back. Guy says, I'll just flip my headlights off and we'll just sneak up. And then the popo come up and flip their lights on. Now, as they're going through everybody's IDs, they get to, look, we've got a one Preston E. Now, And
the street sign was for Preston Avenue.
No.
So Dave is.
The thing I found amusing was the fact that the guy who they just ticketed him for driving without their headlights.
Okay.
And it wasn't Preston. And he bitched and moaned about that for years.
But, yeah, Dave was driving the car, and I was in the passenger seat, and Matt was in the back seat. So Dave turns his headlights off, sneaky, and the cops give him a ticket for not having his headlights.
That's his fault.
$210 ticket. He pissed and moaned about that ticket for, it had to be 10 years.
Just blaming you. You really needed that fucking street sign,
That's
Preston.
Does he still call? I hope he still calls you.
The cops got us out of the car, and Matt was so drunk he fell out of the car. He fell out at the cop's shoes.
And he was driving.
And I looked right at Dave and I said, "Okay, we're going to jail. That's fun. That's good." So they got Matt up and they got all our IDs, and that's when they checked my ID and they started laughing. There were 5 cop cars and 10 cops on us for the street sign.
Wow.
See,
they checked my ID, and then they all disappeared. Just as soon as they appeared, they disappeared. Gave Dave this ticket. We were good to go to make sure we got Matt home or some safe place where he could puke or drink some more.
Well, back
Or
to
bang
the
a
day
stripper.
when they let drunks go.
Yeah,
Back in the day where they didn't arrest you for looking suspicious.
I had cops just tell you, what are you doing, asshole? Get the fuck home. Like, that was my hometown. Why are you doing
That's exactly how they used to be.
Yes. Yeah, the good old days. The 90s.
The good old days.
Remember the 90s. Fuck, man.
When cops would be like, I don't want to see you out here again, and they meant it. Because if they caught you out there again, they would beat the shit out of you, then arrest you.
Yeah.
Then you'd be in trouble.
Yup. Fuck, dude. That's crazy.
When a cop said, I don't want to see you again, he was like, yes, sir, you won't see me again. No, yes, sir, bye, we leaving, bye.
Guys, we have to wrap this up, but thank you so much. That's fucking amazing stuff.
No problem,
guys.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, Brian. Thanks for calling. And Preston, where can everybody find you?
I am on Facebook at Preston Gunderson. I am on Twitter at Preston Gun. And I am on where the hell am I? Instagram. Preston Gun Comedy. Guys, thank you so much for having us. And whoever that third wheel is in the back with the little thing on his head, tell him I said hi.
That's Sleepy
Lucas.
What up?
All right. Love you, brother.
I love you too, Brian. I'll call you later.
All right. Bye.
Later, guys.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
Hey, guys.
So cool.